The night before my wedding, I discovered their deadly secret. The night before my wedding was supposed to be magical. The last quiet evening before stepping into a lifetime of love, family, and forever. But instead, it became the night I realized the man I loved was planning my death. I had stopped by his house, just a small surprise. A goodnight kiss. A last I love you. Before the big day. The lights were low. The house silent. But then I heard it. Voices. His voice. His parents' voices. I leaned closer to the study door. And what I heard froze me to the floor. His mother's voice. She's wealthy, naive, perfect. Once the wedding is done, she'll be gone. And then his laugh. Cold, cruel. Don't worry. By the honeymoon, she won't be a problem. My chest tightened. My stomach dropped. This wasn't love. This was a setup. I wasn't their bride. I was their cash cow. Their target. Their victim. But here's what they didn't know. They thought I was soft. They thought I was blind. They thought... wrong. I slipped away, heart pounding, but my mind crystal clear. If they were plotting to end my life, then I'd make sure they never touched mine. Or anyone else's ever again. Morning came. The church bells rang. The guests filled the pews. The flowers, the music, the smiles. Everything was picture perfect. He stood at the altar, smug, certain he was moments away from owning my fortune. His parents, smiling like snakes dressed in designer clothes. And me? I smiled back. But oh, my smile was sharper than any blade. Then came the vows. He looked at me, so sure of himself. The priest asked, "Do you take this man?" I held his gaze. And I said, "I do. Not." The church erupted. Gasps. Whispers. His face drained of color. And then, the heavy doors burst open. Police stormed in, badges flashing. The guests screamed as my fiancé and his parents were dragged away in handcuffs. The recordings of their murderous plan, already in the investigators' hands. His mother shrieked. His father cursed. And him? He just stared at me, wide-eyed, realizing too late that I had beaten them at their own game. But here's the kicker. A week later, their so-called legacy estate, the mansion they thought they'd rule from forever, was auctioned to cover their legal bills. And guess who bought it? Me. I didn't just escape. I didn't just survive. I won. Instead of a honeymoon, I celebrated by the pool of their mansion, sipping champagne while they rotted in prison. They tried to script my ending, but I rewrote the whole story and turned them into the villains of their own downfall. And if you love this story of betrayal, survival, and ultimate revenge, hit that subscribe button right now. Because trust me, this was just one story. And the next twist is going to blow your mind.